Hey guys, it's Alicia Renee and I'm back to do a tutorial for this look that I have going on today. I don't think you can really see it as well as some of the other looks, so I'm going to zoom in, we'll scoot the camera in. See it? So it's a little bit of yellow and some orange and some grape. Um, this is for Toya. She loves purple and she harassed me today at work. So I'm doing this tutorial for her. But I'm going to go ahead and take this eye off and I'll be right back. From up under my brow to like midway to my crease. Next, I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in yellow, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner. Just a little bit to kind of kick up this yellow that I'll put down later. And I'm bringing it up a little bit above the crease. Next, I'm taking the orange one and same thing, and I'm putting it on my lid below the crease. Yeah, midway. Now, originally when I started this look, it was going to be something else. So the blue that I put down, you don't have to do it because the purple that I'm going to pick up later on is, pigmented enough, but just mimicking what I did earlier this morning. So I put the blue over here because guess what? I'm supposed to use blue this morning. Now this is the Ruby Kisses one that I always use and it doesn't have a name. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so I'm getting the NYX eyeshadow. It's orange. It is golden orange. And I'm going to use a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, really cheap. And I'm just placing this in the middle. I'm not taking it too high, just right there. Now you see how pigmented this is versus this morning happening. Next, I have the yellow. It's called Chick by NYX. Of course, I'm putting that on the inner corner. But I'm also going to pull that up and over just a little bit. So I'm loading it in, and what's left on the brush, I'm just pulling it up over the orange. Because eventually the yellow and the purple are going to blend over the orange. Now I have a Sonia Kashuk brush, the blending one. And I'm just going to soften this lineup that I have going on here. And pull it over a little bit on to the orange. I'm going to actually load some of the yellow on here just so I can blend it over into the orange. Clean that off. Next, this is a matte cream. You see these all over eBay, and I happen to get my hands on them. I'm pretty thrifty like that. But this purple is the one that I use, and it's palette number 1. I ended up getting a lot of them, so yeah, fun stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up that purple. Contact me, send me a message if you want to know where you can get some from, because they're pretty nifty. It's like 12 colors. I think I paid like 15, 20 bucks, but whatever. Alright, so that purple, as you can see, is very pigmented. And I'm just loading it on this outside corner. Okay, so with that same brush I was using earlier for the yellow, I'm going to blend this over. Remember I said the purple and the yellow were going to meet? They're going to hang out together on top. Don't worry about if it's not dark enough, because I went back later on and added some more. So for the depth that you see in this corner, I went into a pigment that I repotted. It is the Glamour Doll Eyes, and it's called Stella. Stella or Stellar? Stellar. There it is. I thought it was going to be brighter when I picked it up, but it's actually pretty dark, as you'll see in a second. It's a really dark purple, but it's pretty. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, not too much. And I'm just putting this in this outer crease, and I'm gonna go back with again a blending brush, and I'm pushing that color into the crease, but blending it at the same time. So I'm losing a little bit of force, or pressure rather, not force. You don't want to use force around your eye. Okay. So again, I didn't go so far. I didn't even go past the orange. Now, for highlight, I used an LA Colors. It's called Beige. I think I got this at the dollar store. Today I just really want to use some random stuff to show you guys you don't have to go out and buy all that expensive stuff. You can get, you know, good looks using reusable products. Where's my brush? Okay. I'm going to use a bigger one. I'm going to use that as highlight. And it's like a shimmery type color. I didn't put too much because it kind of it sparkles a lot. It kind of reminds me of a champagne-y type color, one that's in my Bedhead palette. So it's a cheap alternative. So I'm gonna go back into that earlier palette I was telling you about. You see these colors? It's ridiculous. Alright, next I'm going to get the carbon liner that I always use. And if you have fallout, more than likely you will. I'll just use a wet and clean that up really quick. So I'm gonna line really quick, guys. It's not perfect, forgive me. Only have 10 minutes. I'm not important enough to have 12 minutes yet. Eventually. And then, of course, I'm gonna put on mascara, which you guys see me use all the time, so I'm not gonna do that this time. Where is my concealer? Oh, yeah, I know what that was. I have a concealer. It's gonna be a shade lighter than your natural complexion. It might look a little funky when I do it, but guys, make sure you're setting your concealer. I don't know if you're doing that or not, but I use a translucent powder. You can use a rice powder. Just a loose translucent powder. And don't do that. Normally I'll wait for that to dry. If you get liner or mascara, wait for it to dry and it'll just chip off. But for time's sake, I can't, so. I'm just loading a translucent powder on a clean, fluffy brush. And just setting the concealer so it doesn't crease on you. Alright, so that's soft. Then I'm going to grab a black liner. And these liners, I use them quite frequently. They're good for lining. If you're cutting a crease, you might want to step up and get a more cold one because it'll drag if you're trying to draw up there and it's not as a smooth line. But for $2, it gets done what I need it to do. So that's pretty much what I did with this eye. Lined it, and I put on a lot of mascara earlier this morning. I also used, well, I'm put some more on now. It's a hip blush, and it's called Blushing. Yeah, and literally you do not need a lot. This stuff is crazy. Just put it on my cheeks, on the apples on my cheeks. And that's it. So I'm going to cut out and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that's it. I'm done. I put on some mascara. I didn't really coat it up because I'm about to take this off and call it a night. But yeah, so I just used the Colossal Volume 1. This is Maybelline. And I used on my lips Sonia Kashuk. It's the Shimmering Sorbet palette. I got it on clearance, so I'm not sure if they still have it or not. You can go and check it out, but it's like this brownish color. This one, you can see I was digging in it. And then just put some clear on top of it. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you like it, Toya. So thanks for watching, guys, and color your world with a little more color.